Hello, carnivore friends. For me, it's day 204 on my carnivore journey, and yeah, the carnivore journey is about ups and downs. I think this is my down. Yesterday I cheated, and yeah, this morning I woke up and I was trying to understand why. Sometimes you try to, you do things, you make the mistakes of your life, and it's just, I don't know. So I wrote some things down. I have a list of 25 reasons why I cheat. And these are reasons are always in your head. They're not in your heart. And in my heart, I've been doing this journey for 204 days, and in my heart, I am doing pretty well and pretty good. And I just wanted to share like the chatter that's going on in my head sometimes. Um, I don't think it's what I really think or what I really believe and feel, but it is, sometimes what is going on in my head. And, if you're feeling happy today, just don't watch this, you know. So I will go through the list with you, and I'm sorry for being such a downer. The first reason I came up with is number one is I don't deserve it. Yeah, I had some trouble like when good things start to happen. I tend to, I don't know, ruin it or push it away, or it's really hard sometimes to receive. In daily life, I am someone who loves giving. It makes me feel more comfortable but I don't know why I think I don't deserve it, but that's what I wrote down. Number two is I will never make it. Um, and at that point in my head, it's like you're delusional for thinking that you will ever be skinny. This just accept it. You'll never make it. You always fail, and this is the way, yeah, I know. Number three, they all have to do with each other. They all look alike. All the reasons are a little bit intertwined. So if I repeat myself, I'm sorry about that. So number three is I said it's not for you, and I think this goes back because I started getting overweight when I was around 11. So I guess the last year of elementary school, and then I went to high school, which you're in Holland, you're about 11 or 12 years old. And it's kind of sad that actually when I started high school, I was overweight. Well, looking back at the pictures, not too much. I mean, I was probably like what the average girl looks now, because I do believe I worked in elementary schools as a teacher, and I noticed that a lot the kids are a lot heavier nowadays. But back in those days, like let's say the early 90s, I was like one in a million, like the only one in my class that was let's say 20 pounds too heavy, or I don't know, maybe 15 pounds, and I really stood out. So that made me just, I don't know, I think that really imprinted on me. So like, this is who I am. I am different. It's just not for me. Um, it's weird. Okay, so reason number four. I apologize for this downing. I don't know why I do this. I'm just trying to understand all the chatter in my head, all the reasons why I cheat. So the reason number four is you are ugly and you will stay fat forever. Um, Yeah, I yesterday I made like a little video on my phone, and I mean this lighting is really good. I look better in this lighting, and then I made like a video on my phone where I did some exercises, and I was really confronted like with sometimes you what you think you look like and what you look like on a video is really not. Uh, so that brought me down a little bit, seeing myself doing these exercises. I'm like, oh, I really need to lose more weight on this. I don't know. Um, Number five, you don't have the discipline. That's right. I don't have a lot of discipline. I make a lot of resolutions and I never live up to them. Um, Number six is it's hard doing this alone. So yeah, I'm used to doing like the eating disorder I had was always alone, and this is also something I do alone because I live alone, and it's obvious. Um, but sometimes it can be challenging, and sometimes it can be hard because everything is in my head, and that's why I love these making these videos because I feel like I'm sharing with people who understand and are going through the same things, and that's why I really love like all the positive comments. Um, yeah. Anyway, number seven, I am pathetic. Well, thank you. That's not really nice to say. Why do I have a thing that I never say anything bad in the comments, on YouTube films. If I don't have anything good to say, I don't say anything. I might think them, but just saying this to myself, I am pathetic. It's really not very friendly. Number eight, I hate myself. Oh wow. Okay. Number nine, I don't belong. I don't belong. Yeah. Maybe that's because I've always felt like a little bit of an outcast. I am half American, half Dutch. I've always lived in the Netherlands and I've always felt a little bit, you know, different. Um, I don't know, maybe that's it. Um, Number 10, it's too hard. Yeah, and I do believe that um, like when I made the resolution to not eat dairy, I stick with them for 2 or 3 days and I go back. Um, I don't know. It's weird. Number 11, I am a loser. Thank you, mind. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. And number 12, I am lazy. Yeah, well, that's something I do agree with. I love sleeping in. Um, I really enjoy that. I I love watching TV and just eating, and I don't know, maybe I'm afraid to get tired. Um, I don't like to sweat. Yeah, maybe I'm just lazy for myself because I really like helping others, but I don't like helping myself. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Number 13, I will never change. Yeah, I think being in a comfort zone is more comfortable, obviously, than changing. Yeah. Number 14, I am afraid. Yeah, that is true. Um, yeah. Um, so when I was younger, I wasn't overweight until I was around 11 or so. And I have been, up to that point, I was a really beautiful, skinny girl. And there, I could just tell you a lot of stories about me being harassed or, uh, you know, being approached by men and guys and boys, um, you know, in a not very nice way. I never really, nothing really, really bad happened to me, but there's a lot of times where I felt I didn't have any protection. Like my brother was 10 years older and he was just such a bully. And, my uncle unalived himself well, my favorite uncle when I was around 10, and my dad wasn't around, and my mom had multiple boyfriends. And, I don't know. I guess guys and men were all a little bit scary, and I noticed that all went away when I started to gain weight. So for some reason, I do believe one and one is two. That really clicked in my head. Like if I'm overweight, I'm not gonna be harassed or bothered by guys who really, literally, sometimes threw themselves at me. And it was you can say, oh, well, what a problem. Oh, you get attention. Don't be, But I was a kid, and I really didn't know how to deal with that. So I guess it was a different time as well, the 80s. I don't know, when I talked to my mom about it, she would just laugh and, she's really not such a nice person. um, so I think that really, um, for some reason, like I love the attention that males give me and boys. Don't get me wrong. I love men and I love boys and I love, having a boyfriend and dating and, all the sexual, just, just life. But, yeah, it's also kind of intimidating, So being overweight has always been my comfort zone. And, yeah. So what I do notice is that when I lose weight, I immediately start to sabotage myself. Um, and that's the point where I'm at now. So yeah, it's kind of weird because I want to be skinny. I want to have the attention. And like this girl in me says, like, no, don't. Because the only way to protect yourself is just be overweight. And yeah, so that's kind of sad. Um, Number 15, I wrote down, I am content with my life the way it is. So I guess that has to do with the fact that I think I'm not going to change ever. I will always sabotage myself and just accept it. Number 16, more attention is scary. So that's what I wrote down. Um, yeah, it really can be. Yeah. It's just weird because right now, I told you this wasn't going to be a fun video. So right now, all these stories pop into my head with, all the boys and all the men and, all the things they tried to do or attempted to do. Um, yeah. So um, this is so many. It's really weird. So yeah, so being a little bit overweight always gave me that protection. I don't know if I'm really willing to give that up. I know I'm not a girl anymore. I'm not, like even, um, I'm actually middle aged now. So I think I should really get over myself, but it's hard. Yeah. Um, so number 17, I wrote down, I always fail, and that's, it's obvious. Why I always fail in losing weight because a part of me really doesn't want it. Um, Number 18, I always give up. It's true. Number 19, I don't really care. Well, that's something I think I've been telling myself um, just to make things better. That I don't care, but I do care. I do want to look good. I do love wearing clothes that fit me and not have to, always look for the extra large and, and always uh, just wear black. Always the same clothes because they don't really fit. And, shopping isn't very nice. I do love, I look forward to just, the summertime and just wearing dresses and looking good. I really, so, what you're seeing right now is me always being so conflicted with myself. It's just insane. Number 20, it's too late and I'm too old. Uh, yeah, my hair is getting gray. This is my gray hair. Um, yeah, it's too late. I'm too old. Yeah. So that's why I'm a little embarrassed. Like, why would I still have the emotions of, something that all the things I experienced when I was younger? I don't know. Um, okay, so number 21 is I wrote down, I don't know what else to do for fun. So, of course, eating, what did I eat? I ate apple pie and ice cream. And of course, it really made me feel good. And this is what I used to do for fun. And I had a phase in my life where I smoked pot every day. And every day I made resolutions, like in the morning, oh, I'm so tired. I'm not going to do, like, just I'm not going to do it tonight. And then the nighttime came and I did it anyway. And that went on and on and on for years and years. Same with food, going out, drinking, So, yeah, so the reason, like, I don't know what else to do for fun is, yeah, kind of true because, this is, um, eating and watching movies is really a big part of my life. So that's a challenge. Um, Number 22, I am fooling myself that I could even be thin. Yeah, this is something that's really a big, big conviction because I've never really been skinny in a natural way from the age 11. So let's say I gained weight around 11, 12, 13, 14, at my height weight, uh, which really was never more than 180, I think, something like that. But still, I was just really more overweight than all my friends. But yeah, um, I have never. So then I developed bulimia, and I started purging, and um, so I was always when I was skinny, I was always skinny unhealthy. So yeah, that was always a big part of, big secret I used to carry around with me because I was never healthy, skinny, and that's what carnivore can bring me. But I'm telling myself that I am fooling myself. So anyway, so number 23, I wrote down, I don't know how else to numb my pain and sadness. So I don't know how else to numb my pain and sadness. And yeah, that is true, I think. um, yeah, so I really don't know. I don't have an answer for that. How should I numb my pain and sadness? I don't know. That's, what I did with eating or smoking pot or going out or, yeah, that was it, basically. Drinking. Yeah. Um, Number 24 is I regret not finding carnivore sooner. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe I don't have the energy to do all this. It's just all excuses. I don't know what I'm saying. And the last reason, 25, is my ex-boyfriend wants me back, and this makes me sad. Yeah, because the moment I started doing carnivore 7 months ago, and we've now been separated for about, let's say, a year and 4 months. Um, and I started to look good, and I feel sad because I looked really good when we were dating in the beginning, and after like a year or so, I started to gain weight. This is the whole sabotaging part. Oh man. Um, he did like love me for, 14 years when I was overweight, and we didn't start out like that. And he's always taken care of himself really really good. And now I feel bad at the moment that we separated. I started taking better care of myself by doing carnivore. I finally discovered something, and um, I do notice he's really keeps telling me like this is the person I met in the beginning, and he looks so good, and he's having all these regrets, and it's just the way he looks at me, and it's really confronting. It's really sad. Um, you know, so yeah, but I'm not going back. Um, I've already decided that like a year ago. Um, but it's still making me sad. So, okay. Um, I want to thank you. If you made it through this video, thumbs up. Um, but I'm just trying to understand myself why I do cheat. And it's not that I'm quitting carnivore. I uh, I know I'm gonna go get back on my feet on Monday, and I already bought so much meat, and it's just no, waiting for me. Um, but this is just always a challenge that will come back to me, and I think I do understand myself a little bit better by just expressing this and writing it down, even though it's all in my head and a little bit of sad. But I do believe that what I feel in my heart is the truth. And the truth is that I will continue doing carnivore. And yeah, I do believe that if I connect to my heart and my truth, and what I feel inside is that I am worth it. I am feeling love, and I'm feeling loved, and I will uh, yeah, I will succeed, which is new to me. Okay? Okay. I love you. I wish you a great Sunday. And yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Be safe.